Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies and welcome to another Poundland DIY. Now today we are going to alter and change a couple of items that we picked up on a recent shopping trip in Poundland. We picked up one of these plates and also a cup. Now I've already altered one of them and I want to show you that now, but I just also want to say how easy it is to change things like this. When you're out and about, pick things up because we can alter them and make them look much more expensive than they actually are. So these are the plates that I'm going to decorate for you now, and if I just move them to one side, I'm going to show you how I decorated and what they look like now. So this is an Easter plate and I really love it. It's really simple to do. It's just obviously knowing how to. And I also decorated one of these mugs as well, and this is an Easter mug and I've just put on it a tiny bow there on the side just to kind of tie in with the theme, and we're going to wrap that up with some chockies and sweets in as well at the end. So let's jump on and show you how we did it. We're just going to start with the plate, okay? So just a simple plate, take off the label. Now we are not going to be eating off these plates, so I'm not going to bother washing it because we won't be eating them. I wouldn't also recommend using them. I think they are just for decorative purposes. Definitely don't put them in the dishwasher or anything like that. Now I'm using this napkin, and I picked this napkin up last year with the intention of doing something with it, and I didn't actually get round to it. So I looked in my stash, had this, and thought that this would be ideal. I have also seen people print off images online onto normal paper, and they've used those. So bear in mind that that is something that you could also do if you don't have an Eastery napkin. There are some fantastic sellers on eBay, so if you just went onto eBay and typed in Easter napkin, lots would pop up in any case if you wanted to do that. So what we're going to do to start with, I've got one image here. I'm going to get some water and go around the outside of the napkin, and this is just to separate the part of the napkin that we want. Okay, I've done this quite a few times. I've got a decoupage tutorial which is also on the channel. So you just go around the edge like that, and once you've done that, we're going to rip it, and by going around it with water kind of helps you to rip it where you need it to be. And then just pull pick the napkin up like that, and all you do is separate it with your fingers and kind of go round, keeping the parts that you want. Okay, so we've gone round it with the water and we've pulled out that part. Now we've got to separate the napkin. All I do is lick my fingers and they naturally kind of separate. I know people use tape and various things, but I find that's the easiest way to do it for me. Now I'm going to use Mod Podge again, but this time I'm going to use a dishwasher safe Mod Podge. You can use the usual one that we normally use, the yellow bottle or the red one. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to put these in the dishwasher, but I have this, so I thought I'll use it. I wouldn't necessarily have bought it particularly for this, but as I said, I'd had it, so I thought I'll use the dishwasher one. It seems a little bit thicker. So what we're going to do is get our plate, get our piece of napkin. You also need some cling film at this point. Just normal sandwich cling film is what you need. Rip a piece off and then lay that down there. We'll get our paintbrush and we're going to paint some of the glue onto the plate. So you just really want to put it where the napkin's going to go. Make sure it's all covered. And then put that to one side. Then you get your piece of napkin that you've kind of cut out and you lay it over the top. You get your cling film and then use that to apply the pressure. If you were to go on straight again with the brush, it would probably more than likely rip the napkin. So I found that going on with the cling film is a much easier way to get a neat finish and stop it sort of snagging. So you just kind of push, generally go from the inside out and then kind of tease the other side, lift it up, see if it's all stuck down. If it hadn't, just pull it back and do a little bit more. So as you can see, that has now stuck down. I would let that dry for a little while. Once that's dry, go over it again with another layer. If you've got any like extra smudgy bits around the edge, what I would do, I'm just grabbing one now, is to go round before it dries with a bit of one of these, you know, these wipes that you can get, the antibacterial wipes or a baby wipe or something like that. So I'm just going to leave that to dry now, and while that's drying, we'll move on to the cup. So this is the Poundland cup. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Again, I'm not drinking out of it, so I'm not going to wash it beforehand. And the napkin that, again, I had from last year is this little chick. But you can use anything that you have, any napkins or any pictures that you print off. I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. Go around the edge with the paintbrush. So we've got two little chicks on eggs to stick on. So we're just going to put these on exactly the same way. Now with these napkins, you've got like little Easter eggs and stuff. You could put more on if you wanted to, but I just wanted to keep them quite simple and just put these little chicks on. I thought it'd be quite nice to have one on each side. So just do exactly the same thing and put your cling film over the top. But don't be afraid to have a go at this. At the end of the day, if you do it wrong, what does it matter? It will actually wipe just straight off. So just then give the cup a wash and start again. Make sure it's thoroughly dry. So it doesn't matter. There's that part, and we're just going to do the same on the other side. Pop some more glue on. It does feel different, this dishwasher safe glue. It looks different and it kind of feels different when you put it on, but as I say, just use the normal one if you want to. Put your chick on there, cling film over the top. I love these. I think they look so sweet. I mean, you could use them. Obviously, make sure you've washed them first. But if you're really careful, you know, you probably could use them if you use the right glue. Just peel it back, and if there's any bits that you've missed, kind of just put the cling film back over it and just pat it down. I know that lots of you have started doing this kind of crafting since watching the channel, and it's really cool. It always makes me smile when people didn't do things like this before and they've given it a go because they've watched it on here. So there we go. So they're both now stuck on. So we're just going to leave those to dry, and then when they've dried, go over the top again with another layer of the glue just to seal it in, and that will be the mugs finished by the bow. And I'm just going to show you this plate. So I'm just going to bring this back in now. Now all I did to add the bow, you don't even have to add this if you don't want to, but I just thought with the yellow, I love yellows at Easter, I think they look so cute. So I just cut off, let me change those scissors, just cut off some ribbon, and I'm just going to make a bow. So like, imagine you just tying a bow in your hand, like you're doing like a shoelace or something like that, and then pull it to like that, and then I'm just going to cut it at a bit of an angle, and that's going to go straight on to the plate. And I just stuck it down with hot glue. You can't go wrong with a bit of hot glue, apart from when you burn yourself, which I find out quite often. So we're just going to stick that cute bow, you saw how easy that was to make, on the corner like that. So we'll leave that one to finish drying over there. And all I did with this one, once I'd gone over it, is did exactly the same thing with the ribbon, and just tied the bow, in this instance, just on the handle. So I just kind of looped it round. I just thought it kind of made it tie in, and it made it look like a bit of a set. Even though the napkins are different, I thought it made it look like it went together. And then just cut those. You can do them at like a point if you want to, but I just cut mine to the side. So there's that one. And there we have the mugs. I think they look super duper cute. So what I'm going to do now is show you with the one that's already dry how you can wrap that up for Easter. Now, in our previous video, I showed you how to make these cones, these little chocolatey cones. What you can do if you need to is to put some of this tissue paper in the bottom, but I don't think we need to in this instance. I don't think that it would need to be high enough. You just get your chocolate cone and pop that inside the mug. Again, I'm going to get some of this cello wrap, which came from the works, the Easter cello wrap. Poundland do sell the plain cello wrap, so if you can't get hold of this one, then just, you know, pop in there and see if you can find that. And all I'm going to do, oh, just one other thing, if you had like some little chicks, something like this, you could maybe pop some little chicks in and bits in the bottom if they're for children. And we're just going to pull these sides up, scrunch it together at the top like that, and then we're going to put some curling ribbon, or you could also use some ordinary ribbon. If you put curling ribbon, you could just kind of like wrap it round and curl it the same way, or just grab yourself, this is where I need 2 pairs of hands, grab yourself some ordinary ribbon, because you can just use ordinary ribbon. Just going to go around the top and just literally tie it in a bow, so you don't even have to use curling ribbon if you don't want. There we go, like that. We'll just neaten up these bits. And what a cheap gift for Easter that makes. And it's also special because it's been hand decorated, and I think that that in itself makes it a beautiful, beautiful gift. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I love updating and zhuzhing up Poundland products. I think it's so simple to do, and it looks so effective. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and also comment, because thumbs up and comments also help get my videos higher up in suggested videos on YouTube, and it just helps the channel to grow. So that's kind of helping me to carry on doing what I'm doing. So I hope you're all okay. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.